Students, welcome you all on the behalf of RAHUL ANAND tutorials. So as you know that I am RAHUL ANAND and this is somewhat around my channel whose name is actually the RAHUL ANAND tutorials. So now let's begin with the very interesting topics which are often being asked in terms of your Neet, often the Aiims. So these are literally belonging from which of the chapters of your book. So these are belonging from the human reproduction. Now, so let's understand about this with the human reproduction. So in most of the mammals as well as the human. So in most of the mammals as well as in the human. So we are actually what? So we are actually the dioecious. Means what? The sexes which will be present. It will be what? So it will be present in terms of the separate organisms. In terms belonging from the same species. So what are actually the species? The particular trait by which the ancestor or either what? The particular trait or either the process by which the ancestor or the parents produces the offspring which resembles the similar characteristic in terms of what? In terms of their like parents. So this will be coming under what case? So this will be coming under the species case. Now, so you understood what are actually these mean in terms of the human being? We are quite a bit dioecious in nature. Mean in terms the sexes will be present. It will be in what? So it will be in the separate organism. Now, so let's understand about these means what are actually the sex organ as well as the reproductive organ. So these are particularly divided into the two broad categories such as what? Such as the primary sex organs as well as what? As well as the secondary sex organ. Now, so when we are talking about the primary sex organ, you have to understand that we will be having the two components in it such as what? Such as the male reproductive organ, then the female reproductive organ. Often when we are talking about the male reproductive organ, so we will be having what? So we will be having the testes. So when we are talking about the testes, you have to understand the certain fact. Playing important role for what? Playing important role in terms of the formation of the sperm. Fine. Often these testes will be existing in terms of the pairs. Fine. Often playing important role for what? Often playing important role in order to produce the here mean the testosterone hormone. So you are very clear about what are actually the hormones. Now, so let's understand about these means the testes case. So what are actually the testes? So these are the extra abdomen. Meaning term from the extra abdomen. So testes are actually what? So testes are the extra abdomen portion of what? The extra abdomen portion of the scrotum within the sac-like structure. So this will be coming under what case? So this will be coming under the here with the testis case. Often when we are talking about this meaning term of the shape as well as the size of the testis. So these are quite bit what? So these are oval in shape. Often in term of its length, it will be around how much? So it will be around 4 to 5 centimeter in length as well as in term of the width. It will be how much? In term of here mean the 2.5 centimeter in term of the width. Often we will be having the thickness in term of what? In term of the 3 centimeter as well as the weight with reference to this. So it will be around how much? So it will be around 12 gram in weight. Find here. Now, so testis in term of the male. After that you are having the female. So in the female we will be having what? So in the female we will be having the ovary or either the egg cells. Fine. So these are particularly responsive as well as playing important role to produce what? To produce the egg cells, mean the ovary of it. Now, as well as playing important role for the formation of what? Often playing important role in order for the formation of the estrogen as well as the progesterone hormone. So you are very clear about what are actually the hormones. Now, so when we are talking about these parts, you have to understand the certain facts in it, such as when we are talking about the testis case. In this case, what will be happening? So we are often having the exception case, such as what? Such as the elephant as well as the dolphin. So in this case, what will be happening? So in this case, the ratio or the phenomena of the extra abdomen part will not be working. So it is present, of course, with reference to the attached portion of their body, means the scrotum case. Now, so when we are talking about this means the male reproductive organ, you are having the certain parts in it, such as what? Such as we are having the prostate as well as the glans penis, often the scrotum, often what? Often the testis, often the urethra. When we are talking about the female reproductive part, you will be having the certain parts in it, such as what? Such as the urine funds, then the family, then the ovary, then what? Then the cervix as well as the vagina. Often you are having the different types of the wall-like projection in it. So these are known as what? So these are known as the endometrium, often the mesomeриum, as well what? Often we will be having the perimeриum case. So you could often find here on the board here. Now, often we are having the cervical canals in it. Now let's understand about this means what are actually the reproduction. So what are reproduction? Reproduction is the process in which the living organism as well as what? As well as the parents or either the ancestor produce what? Produce the offspring which are having the similar characteristics in terms of its morphological state as well as the anatomical state as like their parents. Coming under what case? So it will be coming under the reproduction case. Often when we are talking about what are actually the reproduction, so it is composed of the two words such as what? Such as the re. Re means what? Re means the again as well as the production means what? To produce. Now, so you could often find here on the board here. Now, so when we are talking about this, you have to understand the certain facts in it, such as what? So you are having the lifespan. So it is often being divided in terms of what? In terms of the three broad categories, such as what? Such as the juvenile phase, as well as what? The puberty phase, as well as what? As well as the here mean the senescent phase. Find here. So these are actually what? So when we are talking about these means what are actually the juvenile phase. So juvenile phase will be what? So these are known as the childhood phase, often the growth phase. With reference to the second one, you are having what? We are having the here mean the puberty phase, often known as the maturation phase. In the third, we are having what? So in the third, we are having the senescent phase. So these are known as the monopause phase, often the aging phase. So you could often find here on the board here. Now let's understand about this means the human male reproductive system. So primarily we will be understanding about what? So we will be understanding about the case of the testes. So testes are actually what? So you remember playing important role to produce the male sex hormone, which are often known as what? The sperm cells. Often play important role to produce what? To produce the testosterone hormones. Often it is existing in pair. Often present where in terms of the body. So it will be present in terms of the here, mean the extra abdomen part of what? Extra abdomen part of your here mean the scrotum, present in the sac-like structure, and these are known as what? So these are known as the testes. Now, so in terms of the maximum of the organism which are such as the mammals as well as the human, we are having in terms of the descending portion with reference to what? With reference from the abdomen case. But literally, when we compare the case with reference to the certain organisms such as what? Such as the whales, as well as the dolphins, as well as the elephants. So these will be not having the extra abdomen part, as well as it will be present in terms of what? In terms of their abdomen case as well as the abdomen portion only. Now, after that we are having the certain parts such as what? Such as, let's try to demonstrate as well as understand with reference to their size as well as the shape. So it is bearing as well as it is around how much long? So it is around 4 to 5 centimeter long. So find here. Often as well as what? As well as 2.5 centimeter width, as well as what? As well as 3 centimeter thick, as well as what? As well as around 12 gram in weight. So you could often find here on the board here 12 gram. As well, when we are talking about the internal structure of the testes, so it will be having the certain parts in it, such as what? Such as the testicular lobules, then what? Then the seminiferous tubules, then what? Then the sperm cells, then the cytoplasm. After that, you will be having what? So after that, you will be having the lysis cells. Then what? Then the red testis as well as the vas efferentiae. So find here on the board here. Thus, this is somewhat the condition when we are talking about the human reproduction, in which we have dealt about what are actually the sex organs as well as the reproductive organs. Often in terms it is being divided into the broad categories such as the primary sex organ as well as the secondary sex organ. So secondary sex organ are what? So all the other organs which are literally differing, or either all the other organs which are exceptional case in term from what? Or either the residue from the here, mean the testis in term of the male as well as the ovary in term of the female. So it will be coming under what case? So it will be coming under the here, mean the secondary sex organs. Often we have did about the different types of the lifespan in term of the juvenile phase, the here, mean the puberty phase as well as the senescent phase. Often we have understood about some bit introduction of the human reproductive system, in which we have read about what? In which we have read about the testis case. So it is particularly existing in pair, often present in terms of the extra abdomen part, having the certain types of the exceptions such as in case of the elephant, often in case of the dolphins as well as the whales. The case as well as the phenomena such as the descending portion with reference to abdomen will not be repeated as well as proceed. Often we have read about the different components in terms of your here, means the testis parts. So these are such as the red testis, the lysis cells. Often what? Often we are having the sperm cells. Often what? Often we are having the vas efferentiae often the different parts. It is. So I thought you have got the concept. So if you like the work with reference to the education, often the lectures as well as the videos, so you could often like, subscribe, as well as share, as well as comment below in the text. Thus I will be knowing what concept actually you are hungry for, or what haven't you understood or either got. So very thank you. With reference to what? With reference to the Rahul Anand tutorials. So very thank you.